to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
I could care less.
Not the first person to say that. Good day. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. Shalom, Big E. King, how are you?
Quite well, as I watch E munch on the final chocolate Jew.
Yes.
Kind of presumptuous to take that, E. It was the last one in the yarmulke.
It was. And those are actually really good. I don't remember who sent them to us, but they are good.
So if someone wanted that chocolate,
I was
they
saving it.
It's been there for like at least a month.
To be clear, it was a chocolate Maccabee.
Chocolate Jew, yeah.
Yeah.
You said that. Anyway, thanks for stealing, E. Now we need to get our chocolate Jews replenished.
How are you, Mike?
Oh,
Seem
doing
to be
all
a
right.
little under the weather today.
Yeah.
Are allergies hurting you today,
Yeah,
Mike?
my eyes are really itchy. They feel swollen. I don't know that they are. Do they look swollen at all? No.
You always look a little,
Yeah, puffy.
just a little.
Yeah. I'm getting tired. I walk into the backyard and it's just raining shit. And I feel it immediately. So anyway, I'm fine though.
Well, you should come inside and stay in here.
I'm protected in here. I'm safe in here. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. A lot to get to. We never mentioned yesterday, Jay, that when you guys were up at
Frankenmuth.
the Muth for the beer expo, that you guys went by Old Time Photo.
We did go by Old Time Photo so that E could get a series of photographs, which I thought went quite well.
Yeah, I did too. He makes a decent looking whore, right? You were a whore in the one I saw.
I guess.
You were wearing lederhosen in another one.
Yep. He was a cowboy. He was a saloon whore, lederhosen guy.
I just saw the one with him wearing the lederhosen with a beer stein.
That's actually a great picture of E. I like that
Yeah.
one. His knobby knees showing. And
Yeah, there he is. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it.
Look at that son of a
so
bitch.
weird.
It's actually a great shirt, man. In person, that's a suede shirt. It's like the real deal.
Really?
Yeah.
So do
Well,
they
no,
have?
he said it was. Yeah, they were. It's the official one that they wear at the restaurant at Bavarian, where I go every Christmas.
Really?
They'll wear the bus boys and the servers will wear those.
So do they have those shorts in 10 different sizes?
Yeah, he's just got racks and racks of stuff. Because what they'll do is they'll have whole families come in, Mm-hmm. And I was scrolling through his Twitter feed today, and there was probably a family of 30.
What?
Yeah, some kind
And
of
they come in
family
and do a
reunion or
whole,
something. They did this whole Western theme.
Really?
And so they've got tons of shit.
Wow. Yeah, they're you and E. There's E as a whore, right?
That's E as a whore. Yep.
Drinking
Saloon whore.
Jack Daniels.
Yep.
Is that what it appears to be?
He was in a bathtub with his shirt off. It's quite revealing.
Yeah. Did you get any?
I took a video. I'll throw that in the members area.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll be posting some of these pictures. They're just ridiculous.
I can't believe how good they look, man. They just look so good. The photo quality, everything. It's really
they
impressive.
do a good job.
I want to go up there and check it out in person. I know you and E have now both done it,
right.
but it's very cool.
Go see Jamie.
Yeah.
He did tell me if I ever were to be able to get a date, I could bring her up there and he would take care of me. So.
Yeah, he's like, we'll all fawn over you. When you walk in, we'll act like you're a big star. He's like, fuck yeah.
Hell yes. Ask
Now
for
I
a
just-
picture, maybe an autograph really quick. Do it up right.
Now I just need to get the girl.
You could hire some paparazzi outside to take a few pictures of you as you're going in. E.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we're all looking out for you. We're all trying to help. Anyway, moving on. I wanted to mention that because I thought those pictures came out so well. Bob Seger, I think you mentioned it last week, Jay, that his show sold out. What was it? 4 days before
It went on sale, right?
that just doesn't seem
Just went to fan
fair.
club members, essentially.
Yeah, for his final DTE performance. Well, he is going to have a final Palace.
It almost couldn't
performance.
be more fair, really, if you think about it. Like, his fan club should get those, right? People who support him.
But I've
and I know
never-
a lot of people signed up just to get those. But if you're that interested in it, maybe you do deserve to get them.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes it very frustrating that you can't be a part of that. Like Pearl Jam. Getting Pearl Jam tickets now is almost impossible.
Well, you knew Bob would do what he's doing, though.
You
knew-
did.
Yeah, and this isn't going to be the last show either. Bob's not just going to fire it up for 1 or 2 shows. If he's getting the band back together,
Yeah,
they're going
maybe.
to do like 7 of them.
Maybe. You seem to think he's going to do that at DTE. I don't know about that, but I could see him doing a string of dates at the Palace, right? Why not?
No, I said Little Caesars. I said this DTE thing was just a
Like
intro
a
to-
warm-up?
Yeah.
Well,
Wherever it is, my point is he's going to do a string of them.
yeah. I don't know. He just hasn't seemed that much like performing of late. But yeah, if you're going to pull out the band, why not do it every weekend for 2 months? Well, I guess we'll see. But looks like he'll be performing at the Palace for the final time on Saturday, September 23rd.
Sure, the final time.
Is this like Kiss's retirement tour for the 5th time?
It's like a boxer retiring.
Yeah. It'll be his 17th performance there. Tickets will go on sale at 10 a.m. on June 9th. I don't know if those will be like fan club people can go buy all those too. I wouldn't think fan club people would eat up 17,000 seats though, you know? It seems odd, but
Well, I think you can, for those fan clubs, I think you can just sign up for like $15 or something.
can you?
You know, that's what Sarah did when she got us Eric Church tickets.
Oh yeah.
She was like, well, if we just sign up for the fan club, then we get first dibs at tickets.
We did that for GNR too, where someone had a
Probably.
city card or something and we were
Yeah,
able to,
yeah, there you go.
Remember that? Like if you had a
That might have been Sarah, too.
Yeah, it might have been where you could just like 2 days before you could go get tickets, and, which we did.
It's
I
just
know,
the new tax on tickets now, I guess, right? If you want the tickets, you just pay this
Yeah.
extra amount up front.
Well, it really does play to the 1%er crowd. I know when Motley Crue was doing their final tour, and it was like they were available to Sin Club members or whatever their fan club was then, and if you wanted any hope of getting down anywhere near the stage in those first rows, it was thousands of dollars for these packages. Where you can have a super fan anywhere in the world that's willing to plunk down $3,000 for a ticket and get those, but it just really kind of eliminates the little guy. And to combat what you're talking about, people just signing up for the day, getting their membership credentials and ordering tickets, Pearl Jam has a whole structure. Depending on seniority, how long you've been a member. Have you been an original member for 25 years? You get, dibs to, you're in the lottery. You get better chances at that. But because I was a member for a couple of years for some of the things they would send out and opportunities to get tickets, and I applied for them and I never got them. It didn't. So it's rough, but it's a new world we're living in with these ticket sales for sure.
Hey, Mike, you're no longer at your previous employer. Should your 401k still be there? What's your answer?
No,
Probably not. What are your options?
Absolutely not.
What are your options? You need to go talk to Merck. Leave the money with that plan, roll over the assets to a new employer plan, roll over to an IRA, or cash out the account value. Call Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial for a complimentary consultation to see if an IRA rollover may be the right decision for you. Call 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Merck is great. Give him a call.
Yes, please do. Did you? I think we started watching the Billboard Awards last night when we wrapped things up.
On our way out, I caught a little bit of Celine Dion. I was
Heart
moved.
will go on. Yeah, she was.
Near, far, wherever you are. Yeah, I was moved.
Were you?
She was moved to tears herself. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. She brought herself to
Yeah,
tears.
she did.
Her own greatness brought her
She
to tears.
stood there in that stupid ass dress with that big shit on her shoulders and her little skinny giraffe
Yeah,
neck.
people are raving about that dress, dude.
She's
It's-
gross.
Yeah, she is. So she did. That was the 20th anniversary of Titanic, is why she did that performance. And as you said, she did bring herself to tears, overwhelmed by her own greatness. She appeared.
She literally was.
No, I know.
She stood there and just looked out at the crowd and just wept.
They said tons of people in the crowd were weeping as
Come
well.
on, man.
I know. I don't really understand it. Speaking backstage after the performance, she admitted she was battling tears throughout the song, as she declared she still feels it is a very big honor to be part of the movie from 1997. All right. Being a part of a classic is very big. It's a very big honor, and especially being here tonight after 20 years, you might think and feel like, I'm going to have to sing this Titanic again. But when nights like tonight happen, and everybody from 6 to 8 to 15 years old, they weren't even born when the movie came out, and they're singing along, all singing with James Cameron, James Horner. It was emotional. I was like, hold your tears, hold your tears.
Just think of the thousands of times she's sung that song. You'd
yeah.
think by now it'd be like, yeah, whatever.
She said that, by the way, that song wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. Like, James Cameron was like, I do not need a song to wrap up my perfect movie. And then this other guy, this James Horner that she mentions, is like, dude, let me just play you this demo. Let me just play it for you.
Far across the distance, I feel you, see you. And Cameron was like, yeah, you're right,
Cameron
Horner.
was like, dude, you nailed it. This song stays. It's perfect.
From Jim to Jim, this is perfect.
Yeah. Couple other things, and we will not belabor on the Billboard Music Awards. Most of the people, I will admit, I don't even recognize
How bad do
anymore.
you hate Drake, by the way? You a Drake fan
No.
in any way?
No.
I just
know people
cannot
love
stand
him.
his style.
Yeah, I can't really either. Can you pull up a picture of Drake last night? Drake's dad.
Drake's dad.
Drake's dad took the stage along with Lil Wayne after
Drake's dad and Lil Wayne. All right.
yeah, and
All right.
Drake, his whole entourage. But yeah, his
Oh, this dude.
Prince. Hold on before you pull it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Prince Michael Jackson announced him. Like,
What is with Jackson's kids right
Dude.
now? Over the last year, they have been front and center, man. Their PR machine is grinding
yes,
away,
yes.
trying to make them relevant in some way. What do? I think the chick is trying to be a model.
Okay.
But what is this dude? Isn't he like kind of a little fat kid or something?
Yeah, a little
Last
bit of
time
a
I saw
nerd
him.
fat kid, but they're like, to announce the big award of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Prince Michael Jackson. And I'm just like, are you shitting me? This guy's announcing the biggest award of the night at the
Right.
Billboard Awards? Why? He's like, and of course they all come up there, my father believed
Yeah,
blah, and you're
your,
like,
your
yeah,
quote father.
Right,
Right.
right.
We got it.
sure. So he was out there for some reason, yeah, looking like a douche. And then, and so Drake gets announced as the winner, and
I guess he's not fat. I guess his face is just fat. I apologize.
he
Prince.
was fatter.
Okay.
He was. He definitely had some more baby fat on him that he's gotten rid of. But Drake's dad stole the night for me, dude. I mean,
What dude do?
well, he was wearing a
What
mustache.
did that gentleman do?
He had a mustache. I want to meet his mustache so bad. I mean, it shamed Steve Harvey's mustache.
Is that right?
And then the purple suit he was wearing. Oh,
He wore it all well, huh?
yeah. You gotta.
Well, here I'll pull this one up. I didn't realize you were looking for a specific.
God damn you to hell, Lee.
Well, I mean it's him. I mean,
Wow.
Look at
Is that a
son of
cape he's
bitch.
wearing?
It appears. I don't think so. I think it's a shoulder padded suit with what appears to be the background on Larry King Live.
Dude, that's a great call. That's a great call. His shirt is the background of Larry King Live. Oh my
the
God.
colorful dots that made up the screen behind him.
oh,
And why the coming out party for Drake's dad last night?
I don't
number one
know.
would never think that's Drake's dad.
Yeah.
But number two, why is he relevant, man?
Well, when he came up on stage, they all came up on stage. There they are. There's
Look
that
at
son
that
of a
boob.
bitch.
I love it. Actually, now that I look at it,
I knew you would. The purple.
I would wear that. I would wear that
wow.
suit.
Purple satiny looking suit.
Yeah.
Looking
And then
easy.
they've all got like a fifth of Courvoisier or something, and they're all drinking it up on stage.
It's awesome.
But look at that dude. Doesn't he look like a Steve Harvey meets Grimace in a park somewhere?
Yeah.
Look,
Yep. That's a great look, man.
Yeah. So he kind of stole the night for me. And then Cher was the other one.
Ah.
Making all the
I
noise.
saw a still picture of this, Mike. I was troubled by it.
Were you?
She's in her 70s, right?
She's 71.
Okay.
Hot enough to bang at 71. I'll give her that. But it's just one of those things when you see it, it's like, what are we doing, Cher? You're like a nana. 71.
Yeah, you're not hot enough to show your titties.
Yeah, or your ass. She actually donned the original outfit that remember from the video on the Navy ship.
Oh, yeah,
It was all black and her ass cheeks.
Yes.
She wore that outfit for a second
Very
song.
high cut up or snatchy.
Yes, exactly. What was that for? That was for If I Could Turn Back Time. She wore the big
If I
fucking
could
wig.
find a way.
Do you have any video of this last night, E? You might have just the first one.
This part, I guess.
Do you believe in love?
Yeah, those are like her boobs sticking out, eh?
Isn't that weird?
Yes. Because she does look like a nana in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Just be proud that you look pretty good, but put
Yeah.
some clothes on and do that.
It's just so funny the need to feel like that. Like, I don't know, would it be weird if she came out in like business casual? You know what I mean? Like
California casual.
I
It
mean,
would.
what
It'd
what
be
is the
weird.
respectable thing to wear?
Just cover it up a bit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with something shorter. You know, she looks good for 71 for sure. But
Yeah.
no need to hang your titties out.
I mean, her titties are full. She's got pasties on them.
Nobody's talking about Cher today without her titties hanging out, though.
Yeah, I know. And people are acting like she's the great. She won like an icon award last night. Do you think if Cher is like, I mean, she's been doing it for so long. I guess it's fair to call her iconic.
I don't know. The 3 songs that you just kind of sang, rattled off, are the only ones I can think of. And
Well,
then there's the Sonny and Cher, I Got You, Babe.
Don't discount Sonny and Cher.
I Got You, Babe.
Mask, Moonstruck.
Yeah, those 2 movies. Okay.
I liked Mask. I liked Mask a lot. So she went in
You
and
do like large facial tumors, though. Let's
I
admit.
know. Yeah.
You are partial to those.
Who was that? Was that a young Eric?
It wasn't Eric Stoltz, was it?
was. I think it was.
Maybe we looked that up once and we're kind of shocked. Like, yeah, no shit. That was
I think
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, I think it was Eric Stoltz. Pretty impressive that she could still wear that black see-through lacy thing all these years later. I mean, that was in the early 90s.
Dude, but anybody can put that on. The question is, how do you look in it? It's right.
Yeah. E, can you find a picture of her wearing that last night?
You know, E could put that on.
I don't think I could put that on, dude. Can you find it, E?
While you do that. The Hamlin Pub supports the Detroit Cast, so let's make it a point to support the Hamlin Pub. With locations in Rochester Hills, Clarkston, Chesterfield, and 2 in Shelby Township, you know there's one near you. The Hamlin Pubs have great food, ice-cold drinks, tons of craft beers, plasma TVs, ready? Plasma. Games and great entertainment. Come on by or book your reservation today at hamlinpubs.com.
There she is, Jay.
Okay, so she looks like a caricature of herself.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy that's like, put some clothes on, covered up, Nana. But that's kind of how I feel in a lot of respects. Like it's almost demeaning. For a 71-year-old woman, we're looking at pictures.
No,
of it.
I don't believe that. Okay, that's an altered version of what she wore in '96 or whatever it was. Pull up a before and after, because she's definitely wider.
Yeah, she is. But that's probably stretchy. You could probably stretch into that shit years later. She did give a little heartfelt speech, and as she picked up this award, I wanted to do this since I was 5 years old. I've been doing it for 53 years, and I can do a 5-minute plank. Not bad.
Why would she has to say that?
I want to thank my mom, she goes on, because she said, you're not going to be the smartest, the most beautiful, the most talented, but you'll be special. It's a nice thing to say to your kid, right? Did you ever say that to your child?
I've never known.
So anyway, she says she doesn't like the idea of getting older. She's shocked she can still perform at her age, because she thought she'd be dead by now. I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of banter. I don't know. Was any of that stuff lip synced? I guess you guys didn't
Lip
see it.
sync? No, I don't know. I would assume so.
Yeah, which doesn't feel as fun to me, but
Certainly doesn't.
yeah. You finding an old picture, E, from that video
Trying to.
in the 90s?
I don't
Yeah.
remember what was the video? I don't even remember, dude.
Turn Back Time.
Oh, that was the okay. That was from that's what that was. Okay.
That was hot at the time, though, dude. No, when she was walking backwards, I didn't like her butt. I think she had butt cheek tattoos
Yeah, I sort of remember that too.
or something that was like, that's kind of gross, but
No, I remember her getting kudos then because she was older, quote unquote, then.
yeah, she would have been almost 50 then.
Really?
Yeah, this
Probably.
is not the same, dude.
Not the same outfit? Just a replica? Yeah, dude, that's a totally different outfit.
Is that
That
a
one
weird-
doesn't even have like sides to it, the hips or whatever. It's just going right up the snatchy.
Is that a weird looking vagine in that outfit?
Definitely.
Why is that so weird? Is it too much of a gap between the thighs? Is that what's
Yes.
going on there?
Yeah, that's troubling, Mike.
Yeah. Her titties look a lot bigger now, too. I'm imagining she's had a lot of work done.
Cher?
Yeah. Go figure. What a life, dude. From, having
Wasn't she one of the first ones to have a lot of facial work and just like be open about it? Like, whatever.
I know Joan Rivers was. Cher
Oh,
might have
yeah,
been,
yeah.
too. But, having your husband die slamming into a tree, having your daughter turn into your son.
Hair first into a tree.
Yeah. Ugh. Poor guy. Anyway. Yeah, she was really against her kid, too, being trans. Remember that? She
Yeah.
was not on board with that shit early on.
Chaz.
I know. I didn't even want to say it. Did you see Michael Flynn is taking a knee?
Yeah, taking the 5th, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I guess they subpoenaed him and they want all his records of his notes. This is, of course, the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, and yeah, he's pulling the old self-discrimination thing in the Fifth Amendment.
Self-incrimination.
So, yeah, what did I say? Discrimination?
Yeah.
No, self-incriminating. Anyway, his decision comes less than 2 weeks after the Senate Intelligence Committee issued a subpoena for his documents as part of the investigation into meddling. Remember, he wanted immunity. That was his big thing. He wanted immunity before he was going to discuss this stuff. Does this move doesn't surprise you, does it?
No.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he? You know, it's such a witch hunt.
Yeah. So I don't know what that means. So that did they even bother bringing him in to ask him?
I really would have thought hard about giving him immunity because he could be the gateway to.
Dude, he could be huge.
Yeah.
I wonder why they didn't. I know they don't like to give that out if they don't absolutely have to. Could they still circle back and give him immunity?
Sure.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll do something like that.
Yeah, because otherwise he's just going to sit there and go, no, plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
Will they
plead the
drag him into the thing to have him sit there
Just
and
to
say,
do it?
plead the fifth?
fifth? They may very well.
Really? God, we talked yesterday, Jay, about the closing of the circus and all that kind of
tough
stuff.
day.
It was a tough day. I guess it got very emotional in Nassau, in the Nassau Coliseum last night. A lot of tears were shed as they wrapped up the circus for the final time.
As tigers went hopping out in their hind legs with little bow ties on.
They were waving to everybody. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for your time. And this story about, interacting with animals, people interacting with animals, I couldn't help but chuckle. I know it's a sad story, but did you hear about, and it's kind of a big deal today, that the big game hunter that was killed over the weekend?
Yeah. A lot of people are kind of like, serves you right.
Yeah. This is a South African safari leader, big game hunter, crushed to death Friday when an elephant was shot and fell on top of him. And it's really hard to feel sorry for that, isn't it?
Sorry.
Theunis Botha was hunting with a group in Zimbabwe when they came across a breeding herd of elephants.
The Zimbabweanese.
They quickly began to shoot. So they see a herd of elephants, family.
Herd of elephants.
Yeah, and they just start firing on them. One of the elephants is then said to have picked up. The gunfire obviously spooked them, and they were like, "You motherfuckers!" and started to run at them, at the shooters. Yeah. And then one of the elephants picked up this dude with his trunk.
Wow, it's like a movie.
Yeah, as another guy started firing on the elephant, and so the elephant's like, "I'm hit," and he's still holding this guy and throws him down, and then falls on top of him.
The guy who was trunked.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, what a way to go.
Yeah, that's a hell of a way to go. He's got a wife and 5 children. She's expected to make the trip over to Zimbabwe in the next few days and collect him.
Think of that. You got picked up by a nose and then fallen upon.
Yeah, it's a sad way to go, I suppose, but, I know a lot of people are going to be like, fuck you, dude. You go out just shooting at animals like that, you're going to get killed, and you probably should be. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, dude, it's not a fair fight. If you want to go fisticuffs with an elephant in the wild, mono y elefano, go ahead. Do that. When we see guys square up with a kangaroo, it's just plain funny.
It's great.
But these guys that have these animals penned in an area, these breeding fucking
yeah.
animals, and then you take some giant gun out there and
Yeah, it's one thing to actually stalk and then hunt.
Yeah.
But when it's just on a preserve.
it's kind of like your dumb
dude.
turkey fucking.
Where you're given prices up front. Like,
Yeah.
should you shoot an elephant, it'll cost you this. You got
Really?
mad with it? I'm sure.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm sure they know up front. If you take this, if you take this, if you take that,
You have to pay $50,000 to kill
it's a lot of money, man.
whatever. Yeah. Anyway, well, he's not going to be doing that anymore. But his whole gig too is he would travel to America, find wealthy Americans that really wanted to shoot an elephant or shoot a lion, and then charge them a boatload of money to take them out there.
Oh, this was a guide who died?
Yeah, well, he's a well-known like big game hunter,
Oh,
and
I
he
thought
does
he was
some
like a
guiding
Texas
work.
oil man or something who went
No,
out there. Okay.
no. But that was his thing, was tracking down rich people and seeing if they wanted to kill someone. Poor lion had to die, or the poor elephant had to die over that. Feel bad for him. The other animal on Man Attack.
Yeah, I've been waiting patiently for this.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen this on various websites, and I want to click on it, but you told me not to.
Yeah, well, I just wanted your natural reaction. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's it happened in Canada, British Columbia, and they're all
Just to
it's,
the north.
Yeah, and you know these. I took video of this out in San Francisco, and you've got all these sea lions up on the. You've all seen those at the pier, and I took video of them as they were fighting. Like, get off! They were playing out their own version of King of the Mountain.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. And so this little girl's, I think this family was trying to feed the thing. You know, like, yeah. And it didn't go so well. There was one hero in the group, though. There you go.
Little mustachioed guy sitting there in the water.
Yep, there he is. All right, guys.
So the little girl's going to be sitting on the pier.
Yeah. Go ahead, you can fast forward. Oh, yeah, it's cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That's the girl in the pink lashes.
Yeah.
What's with the damn music?
I don't
man?
know, dude.
Hockey. Nice video you found.
Well, you can pet him, get a little closer
Little
if you
girl
want.
sits down on the pier and oh shit! Oh my god! Little sweet pie.
Look at that poop.
Wow! Sweet pie got yanked.
Oh, he's like, you guys ready for a panty shot? Get it.
Boom! Oh my god! Oh my god! Guy didn't hesitate though. He's right in there.
Dude.
Lost his glasses and everything.
I know. It's nice to see, though, that not everybody was just like, get my camera out. Let's film the little girl being taken down. But isn't that great?
I would assume he's a family member, or no? Do we know who he is?
I don't know that he's been identified yet. He's believed to be a relative, last I read.
Would you expect him to get his camera out and film?
No, not the family member. Yeah, so anyway, he gets her out of there. I don't know what the thing would have done to her. I mean, I suppose it could have dragged her underwater.
Thing's has some fangs, man.
Yeah.
Oh, take a little chunk.
She probably won't get too close to the water anytime soon. You know what I mean? Poor thing. Yeah. I know it's a funny video. Just like thinking how much that would shake a kid. Like, could you imagine Sweet Pie being dragged into the fucking water by a sea
She
lion?
would not like sea lions anymore.
No, would she have a real issue with them? I don't blame her.
I don't like those anymore.
Oh yeah. Other stuff in the news today, Jay. See, Cosby's jury selection is underway.
Yeah, the Cos. What's he in Pittsburgh? Is it being
Yeah.
tried in Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
they
instead
moved
of-
it out of the county he was in because of that whole prosecutor issue.
Yes, exactly, because of that election, where the Democratic prosecutor that was coming in was like, I'm going to open this case and go after it. And a lot of people believe that's why he was elected. And I believe that was in Montgomery County. So, yeah, I've got a little Q&A thing here. It's like, why is this jury being picked in Pittsburgh? And that's the reason. What would it be like to serve on this jury?
Fun as hell.
You think so?
Yes.
Being
I want to be on any
sequestered-
jury. I want to be on any jury.
I know you do. Cosby would be fun, but being sequestered for 2 weeks,
Be worth
300
it. Be
miles
worth the
from
story.
home?
Be worth the experience.
You think so?
Fuck yes. E, you in?
Oh, hell yes.
Into the mic.
Are you kidding me? Yes.
What are you gurgling there?
Water, just
Oh,
water.
oh, yes.
I didn't think I was going to be called on to answer right now.
So
No,
let me
but
s-
I'd be in for sure.
how bad would that suck being sequestered at the hotel at
That's
the
awesome.
courthouse?
I don't know. I mean, it's all relative. You're on the Cosby jury.
Yeah.
Worth it. For 2 weeks,
Yeah.
could stretch to 4 easily, though. Got to realize that.
Well, they said the court officers will keep close tabs on the cell phone use, TV time, and reading material, given the huge media coverage that they expect for this. So, what kind of jurors will the defense seek, Jay?
I want to know what hotel they're being sequestered
Defense
into.
will want a bunch of black dudes.
The defense will likely seek jurors who are black, male, and older, perhaps celebrity worshipers.
Really?
Black jurors may be more willing to doubt police and prosecutors, while older jurors may blame the victim for being in the married Cosby's home, which is probably true. And celebrity worshipers may be sympathetic or try to form a connection to the star. How about the prosecution? They want younger jurors. They want people with more modern views on sex harassment.
People who sign contracts before they have sex. That sort of juror.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so they're like, well, this was an acquaintance situation between the Cos and the lesbian chick from Temple. And so kids nowadays, or younger people nowadays, may be more aware of acquaintance rape and those kinds of things and not reporting fast. Will the jurors be identified? Judge Stephen O'Neill plans to keep the jurors' names private. And they said that jurors that are too eager to serve on this may have ulterior motives. I don't know how you'd seek that out, how you'd go about finding someone out that seems too eager to be a part of the...
You could tell just through questioning.
Really?
Yeah.
If they know who Stan Berta is, that type of questioning, you mean?
I mean, just like anyone else would give away an emotion. I don't know, just through meeting someone, you might be able to... They might tip it off. Like they want to write a book or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't know they were allowed to do that, but a lot of them do write these books afterwards. Can judges close that stuff and not let them do that?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think you're allowed to
So is
write
it
about
just-
your experience.
Yeah. Is it just the defendant that can't
Profit
capitalize?
from it. Yeah. Why wouldn't a jury be? Why wouldn't a juror be able to just tell the story of what they experienced? Like,
Yeah,
hey, this happened to me.
I guess, as long as you covered up people's names.
What happened to me happened to be Cosby's trial. Read about it.
Yeah. I suppose that makes sense. Cosby's not expected to testify, so...
He seems though. That guy seems to have an ego enough where he might push back on that a little bit. You know, the defense attorney's going to be like, never ever put a lying guilty defendant on the stand because it's the first thing he learned in criminal law, right?
Yeah.
But this guy Cosby might seem like a kind of guy who might go, I could talk him out of this. I could get out of this. I could.
They
tell him.
wouldn't let him, would they?
It's
I mean,
his choice.
It's his call. I can't imagine he would do that. He thinks he's going to be found not guilty and go back to doing stand-up comedy.
yeah.
That guy, like, dude, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
Dude,
So I'm
even
saying,
if he is
he's-
not guilty, the stand-up comedy thing is done. I don't know how he doesn't see that, right? Like, even if he gets off on this trial,
Yeah.
that's done, dude.
He'll be forever heckled at shows.
I mean, push aside this issue. The dude's just old as shit and not that funny anymore.
I
Is he?
know. I
No,
know.
what is he, 78?
Yeah,
Something like
I
that?
can't imagine. Like we saw him on Jimmy Fallon, was it?
Oh.
Remember that last
Dude.
appearance that he did on Jimmy Fallon, where he's just sort of riffing with Jimmy.
It was
And Jimmy was like-
brutal.
Wow, how do I move this along? It was unreal.
Dude, remember him fiddling with the pencils in the cup holder? Like Fallon had a cup holder on his desk with pens
Yes.
and markers. And I don't remember even what he was doing, but it was like, are you kidding me right now? What are we doing here?
It was like a Dave and Chuck experience where it was just because he was laughing or he was making his jokes, people
Right.
felt the need to laugh.
Yeah. So he's getting a lot of acceptance. That's got to suck to have to play ball with that Fallon. Fallon's the worst at it.
I know, dude.
Like, he will laugh along with any. He will courtesy laugh the shit out of you, no matter how bad you are. Cosby was a good example of that.
It's funny, like on the Bill Cosby website. What would be in the news section of the Bill Cosby website? I think it's whatever these things are, but it's like it seems like this isn't the most relevant news going on
No,
with
it doesn't,
Bill
does
Cosby.
it? What's that, the 11th of November of 2014?
Yeah.
His last post?
Oh, there he is, Hungry. I with Enrico Benducci. Seems like breaking news.
Yeah.
He's 79, by the way.
79. They're not going to throw him in jail. He looks like he's facing 5 to 10 years. Would they put him in jail for 10 years?
Yes.
You think so?
If he's convicted of this, why wouldn't they?
Because I don't think they always do that with old as fuck people that are almost dying. No?
Put him in.
Yeah. Throw away the key. Well, I'm excited to see it. It'd be hard to serve on that jury because how do you not get a tainted jury? How do you not get people who know all about this story and just, okay, all you can focus on is this one girl, Andrea Constant. That's the only thing we're on trial for here.
Yeah, I think they're going to get people who admittedly know about the story, but if they can convince the two sides that they can be impartial about it, that's the best they're going to get.
Yeah.
I doubt they're going to get many people out of hundreds of people that they're bringing in, I'm sure, that are going to be like, yeah, I haven't heard about this issue at all.
Well, it'll be a fun thing to watch. I don't know how much of it will be made public, but I'm excited for it. And then, did you see we finally heard from Billy Bush?
What's he have to say? Does he regret taking part in the conversation with Trump?
Yeah,
The
I don't
grab
know.
her by the pussy comment, right?
This is all about massaging your image to try to get back to TV, is all this is.
It's so funny, but all he did do is laugh. He didn't even say anything. Like all he didn't do is say, "Hey, that's out of line."
It's crazy. Some of his comments make me
No.
laugh.
No,
though.
he's
I mean,
it was douchey. Remember, like before, wasn't he talking before that? He was like, you hit that, right? Or something. Or remember,
Yeah.
wasn't he like, he didn't say hit that, but it was real.
yeah, he said something like "give Bushy a little hug" or something like that. He called himself Bushy.
Yeah, some.
And,
it was, well, I guess
Yeah, we all know the pussy grabbing comments that were made, and he's saying I plan to return to the job that I love. He's still in touch with Matt Lauer, but he's heard nothing from the president. So yeah, he said it was locker room talk, and despite global outrage, went on to win the White House. Bush lost his job and could not even go on the air to apologize to people. Dude, there's many ways to go on the air and apologize if you're Billy Bush. You don't need the Today Show to do that. The experience, though, and you'll be happy to know this, Jay, has given him a newfound appreciation for the challenges women face.
How do you say it? I mean,
Is that a lot of reflection, mirror gazing? How do you come to that realization? Now that I think about it.
You realize I'm completely fucked unless I say this.
Yeah.
This is my only way out of this.
In his interview, he disagreed with the president's characteristic of the now infamous conversation. Ha! I'm in a lot of locker rooms. I am an athlete. And no, that is...
Bush?
Yeah. That is not the type of conversation that goes on or that I've participated in.
Yeah, it is.
You
Yeah, it is.
Actually,
Liar.
it's-
It's actually very much
take
what
it out of the
rooms
locker
are like.
room and just figure any group of guys.
Yes.
That's very typical.
He said he didn't take Trump's words seriously and thought he was merely playing up his larger-than-life reputation. He's a provocateur. Shocking statements flow like wine from him, and he likes to captivate an audience. I felt that he was being typically Donald, which is performing and shocking. When he said what he said, I'd like to think if I had thought for a minute and there was a grown man detailing his sexual assault strategy to me, I should have called the FBI. What? What?
Oh my gosh, man.
Dude, imagine if the FBI guy is sitting there and he gets a call and it's Billy
Yeah.
Bush from the Today Show going, Donald Trump on a hot mic said he's grabbed women by the pussy.
Who's this again?
Yeah. Did he grab you by your pussy? Then what are we talking about
the
here?
FBI was he gonna call?
I don't know. He was just going to call someone in the FBI.
Say that. How does that come out of his mouth?
Yeah.
He had to answer to his 15-year-old daughter, Mary, who called him crying from boarding school to ask why he ever laughed at Trump's statement. I said, everything's going to be fine, Mary. She said, no. Why were you laughing at the things that he was saying on that bus, Dad? They weren't funny. You know.
No, because I'm a douche, honey.
Yeah.
You know, a pushover douche.
I stopped for a second, and I said, I have no answer for that that's any good. I am really sorry. That was Dad in a bad moment a long time ago. I'm really sorry you had to hear and see that. He admits he was wrong to laugh at the conversation. Bush says he wishes he'd changed the subject but it was relative inexperience and the brightness of Trump's celebrity that stopped him. I was insecure, a bit of a pleaser, wanting celebrities to like me and fit in. There is an expression, meet them where they are for each person. So for Ben Affleck, you'd talk Boston sports and try to buddy up to him. But I went too far in my desire to keep this #1 star happy. Ugh. Looking back on what was said on that bus, I wish I'd changed the subject. And think about that. Yeah, I just grabbed him by the pussy, whatever. You can do anything you want to him when you're a star. What do you think a good subject change would have been?
Yeah, well,
Because he's thought a lot about this, and he's got a couple.
Oh, he's got one?
Yeah, he's got
I
two
was
of
gonna
them.
say, I wish someone. Okay, so they did ask him like, think to what?
No.
He answers that, or
No, he just says it. Looking back, I wish I would have changed the subject. I wish I had said,
Because I wish that would have been the question by a reporter or whoever he was telling this to. Like what? You thought about this? What would the subject be?
what would you think? What would be... Well, he went with,
Yeah. What's his answer?
I wish I'd said, does anyone want any water? Nobody said it had to be a great subject change, but that's what he went with. That's what he should have gone with was, does anyone want any water? Yeah, I just grabbed him by the pussy. Ooh, does anyone want any water? And then he says the other one was, or, boy, it looks like it's going to rain.
Oh, boy. Talk about the weather. When in doubt, talk about the weather.
Oh my god.
Why don't you just talk about your local sports teams? Bring that up with him. I didn't have the strength of character to do it at the time. since losing his job, he's taken up yoga and immersed himself in retreats in Napa Valley.
Oh, he's really
What's his net worth? Is he anything?
Millions, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a bush, you know. I don't know how much that pays nowadays, but
He's not a tree. He's a bush.
he's a bush. I'm a bushy. You looking it up really quick? I bet 12 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Billy Bush. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I guess
Just guess.
4.
Ooh. 9 million.
and that $3 million a year obviously has to be before, I guess, or maybe that's whatever, because it says he made $3 million a year. But
Yeah, he's not making $3 million a year anymore.
yeah,
No. Can you come back from this, or is this just like the guy that they've sent out? And I mean,
Aren't there enough of these guys? You
Yes,
know? What-
there
like,
are.
Did he offer anything unique? I don't think he did,
no,
right?
total ham.
Yeah.
Total,
So you can
watered
fill
down
in with Mario
Seacrest.
Lopez or whatever?
Yeah.
Sure. Then, no, I think we're done with Billy Bush.
Really, because when you in the big picture, to E's point, he really didn't do much. I mean, he just laughed and was the official scapegoat for that whole thing. To make it look like we take this very, very seriously. He shouldn't have laughed at that. Blow him out from. I think he was making $10 million to do that Today's Show.
he's making a lot. I remember.
Yeah.
Well, regardless if he's truly to blame for it, I mean, you ask, should he come back? Can he come back from that? I just think no. I don't. In this
Yeah.
climate, I don't. Why would you? What does he offer?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, certainly nothing compelling in my opinion. It's all weak stuff, but
Here's something compelling, Mike.
What do you got?
Trucks. Almost 150. That's how many Zott Ford has available. Right now, lease a new 17 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab 4x4 at just $199 a month. Yes, the number one selling truck on the planet can be yours for under $200 a month. Plus, you have almost 150 to choose from. This is only from your friends at Zott Ford and dealsinthed.com.
hey, let's take a quick time out. And
I think you need to blow your head.
yeah, with a gun. Do you have a gun?
Nice.
And we'll come back and do. I believe you guys have a couple grievances.
You don't have one?
I don't really
Just
have
happy
one.
as a clam?
Yeah.
Nothing to grieve. Okay.
Well-
me and E have grievances.
Okay.
We'll voice those when we come back.
All right, sounds good. Let's do that.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
Hey, it's Steve Gabarra, the general manager at Zott Ford and Holly and dealsinthed.com. I have one word for you. Trucks. Almost 150. That's how many Zott Ford has available. Yeah, I know, that's way more than one word, but who's counting? More excitingly, lease a new 17 Ford F-150 for just $199 a month. Yes, the number one selling truck on the planet can be yours for under $200 a month, and you have almost 150 to choose from. Only from your friends at Zott Ford and dealsinthed.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Kelly Menino, your event coordinator for the Hamlin Pubs. Did you know that Hamlin Pubs offer 2 private rooms at each location, both located in Shelby Township? We specialize in all kinds of events, from bridal and baby showers, dinner rehearsals, to corporate luncheons and wedding receptions. My team is committed to making your occasion your most memorable event. Give me a call today so that we can plan your next event. Call me at 586-596-1425 or visit our website at hamlinpubs.com.
Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
All right. Welcome back to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. And I believe, gentlemen, you guys each have a couple grievances.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Isis, do you want to go first? Here we go.
Are you second guessing your
No,
grievance?
mine was kind of brought up a little earlier, but you can go over the rules.
Should we
of it.
quickly review the rules of the grievance?
Sure.
One of us will state a grievance. A grievance clock will be put on behind said grievance. We'll have 30 seconds to state our grievance. No time thereafter will be no phrasing thereafter will be counted towards said grievance. Is that understood, gentlemen? So while all of us like to put in some extra argument after, the grievance will be judged on the 30-second period. And it will be judged either a bona fide grievance, you being a pussy, or you being an old man. Mm-hmm. Is that clear, gentlemen?
I do feel like I have gotten a little bit of extra time from time to time to
I
restate
believe
something.
That you have too, personally.
Follow-up questions are allowed, though, from if you want some clarification on something, right? For the most part.
Supposed to be, but you've been allowed it.
Yeah, we've started to amend grievances. It's gotten very mushy lately, is my point, gentlemen. And I think we need to stick to the clock. Ready,
Okay.
E? There we go.
I guess my grievance is kind of brought up a little earlier, but this thing of Bob Seger's tickets selling out before they even went to the official public. This has happened through many concerts where we have fan clubs that get entries in and stuff. But this one just drew the line for me, I guess. The point where they said they went on sale May 10th or whatever they said, and there aren't even tickets available on that date. There should be some tickets left for people that want to go to the fucking box office and get there.
Oh. No further phrasing, please, Big E.
Yeah.
We've heard your grievance. I thought we heard it about 20 minutes ago as well.
I know, but
You're not declaring a stolen grievance, are you?
Well,
dude,
don't think it.
No.
It takes much hearkening to harken back to this grievance that was just put forth 20 minutes ago.
I had this grievance last week. In fairness, we just didn't do grievances last week. And I think the point is, and this isn't clarifying anything. I said it in the 30 seconds. This is an overall thing to any concert. I just happened to be Bob Seger came up as a pushing point.
Oh man,
Jay, do you want to make a ruling on this?
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna say it's a pussy and an old man. For the reasons stated 20 minutes ago.
Well, yeah. Boy, oh boy, this is a tough one because this kind of is a pet peeve of mine too. All the
Please
people that are.
distinguish a pet peeve from a true bona fide grievance, however.
Yeah, I don't know that I can. This is something we all know about that is happening. We all realize it's sort of a problem, but the bands have every right to do it. They're not making their money on ticket sales anymore, and if they can, just like us, do a members area and give special things to those people that do that, I understand why they would do that.
Oh, it's okay, obviously, with our show.
Yeah. So I'm inclined to say bona fide, but I'm going to have to go old man and possibly pussy as well.
I would say I wish I would have referenced this, and whatever, you already made the things. I wish I would have referenced StubHub in there too. Even though I love StubHub, I think it's always ridiculous when okay, I'm trying to buy Jimmy Buffett tickets. They go on sale Friday, and yet on Wednesday I can buy them on StubHub. And it's like
James Buffet?
Yeah, dude, he sells out fast, man.
I think those are being sold from season ticket holders that know they're not going to use them. You know what I mean?
I know, but still.
But automatically get those tickets if they've got the right.
Well, that was my grievance.
Well, good try. I wish we hadn't talked about that twice in the last week.
Yeah, I know.
That was the only thing that really took away from that.
Yeah, maybe think of a grievance we haven't talked about before.
Let me do another one.
New.
Well, no,
okay,
you know what?
all right,
Wait,
ready? Go.
Wait, I think Mike did this one already.
You got
but
it.
You know what? Fast food is bullshit, dude. It's so expensive at this point, and it's not fast anymore. What are we paying for anymore in fast food?
Stolen grievance.
I was at fast food. I don't care. I was at fast food the other day. I'm paying $8 for a goddamn burger and a fries, and then I have to pull ahead as there's 5 cars pulled ahead, and I'm sitting there for 20 minutes for an $8 fucking burger. I don't care if it's stolen. That's another grievance of mine. Fast food is not fast anymore, and it's not cheap.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be able to talk to this one.
I will say I've had a little glimpse into this world of yours, this fast food world, because I've been buying these dollar McCafes.
Yeah, the coffee.
Dude, you can get a large coffee at McDonald's. I think I mentioned this before. I'm doing a little McDonald's commercial here. Any size coffee at McDonald's for $1.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this like at least 3 times a week. I get a little glimpse into what you're talking about because you get in that line, you're stuck in the line, you're waiting for the guy, in front of you to get his 4 Big Macs and shit, and all I want is my coffee, and doesn't seem fast to me.
I love guys like you in line. When you see there's a big line, you see someone reaching with just like $1 and get a coffee and leave. You're like, oh, it's the caravan of family of 10 that's trying to do.
Where the driver's like looking back in the back seat, going, "What do you want?
Happy Meal? What do you want? Which toy do you want?" The conversation going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I hate this too, E, because depending, and as we talked about last week, depending on time of day that you go is everything. I was there again last night. As you know, I had to go get something after the show. I wanted to just go hit Subway or something, but they were closed.
Have you considered grocery shopping at this point?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that. But I went to McDonald's yesterday, and a guy who looked like he would sound exactly like, "Meeting, I said a meal."
Yeah.
Was there, and I was just going to get like a couple McChicken sandwiches.
Meeting, I said a meal.
And this guy like walks across the parking lot as I'm like, there's 2 people in front of me, and he starts walking, and he's standing there, and he's just looking around.
Well, what's it got to do with me?
Nothing. But then he goes to the back of the line. He starts standing behind my car, and I'm like, okay, is he? Like, my thought was, he's got something that went awry in his order. He ordered something, wasn't there. So he's walked around to a desk. So I was like, "Sir, go ahead. You're waiting here. You need to talk to them. Obviously, go ahead in front of me." He's, "Oh, thank you so much." He's waving this and that. He goes up there and fucking hands him $1.04 for an ice cream cone. So basically, I just let him cut in front
I
of the
thought
line.
they wouldn't do that. We tried that when we were kids. Try to walk
Yeah.
through the
They're not
drive-through.
supposed to. I think they say they won't. Sometimes
Yeah,
they'll
they
get people
do.
that just will.
They also say they won't give you an extra sauce without charging you, which is bullshit. A lot of times they will. The rules are not very standard. They vary greatly between person to person.
Interesting.
But yeah, then I had to wait in line behind this guy who's literally standing behind cars to get an ice cream cone.
Boy.
Yeah.
They still do that, huh? That vanilla soft serve.
Yeah.
At McDonald's.
Yeah. Some people love that. Absolutely love it. I don't know what that had to do with E's grievance.
Yeah, stolen grievance, you mean?
Yeah, basically your larger bitch, E, is about how shitty employees are now today when they're doing these menial jobs.
I guess.
No, I think he's bitching about the cost
The
of
cost
fast
is
food.
really hitting me more,
Yeah.
dude. Even dude, you go to Subway and you get a Subway sandwich, a foot-long turkey sub is like $7.50.
Yeah, you guys are being pushed. You don't realize it, but you're being pushed to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Go to the grocery
I
store,
know.
man.
Well, I do usually try to make
I got like
sandwiches
2
and
big
stuff.
family packs of chicken breasts. They're beautiful breasts.
Absolutely gorgeous.
For I don't know, like $15 total.
I know.
Feed a family.
Yeah.
I know.
2 families.
And I do usually try to make sandwiches. Usually today we did not have any chicken. We did not have any turkey breast at the house, and so I didn't want to get fast food. I wanted to get something at least somewhat down the healthier line. And it's like you go to Subway, it's like $7.50 for a turkey foot-long sub. It just seems crazy to me, I guess. But
Yeah, E does not like the prices. He misses the dollar menu stuff.
He does indeed. All right, here's my grievance. Unnecessary seams, ridges, nooks, and crannies in containers that preclude full extraction of something. So, for example, a food item, the classic example would be yogurt. You can't get it all out because of all the ridges. Other foods, mustard squeeze bottles, ketchups, many peanut butter jars have unnecessary ridges and shit. Non-food item, toothpaste or glue. It's like, I paid for this. I want to get it all out.
Yeah.
And you're winding a knife around to get the peanut butter.
is this stolen?
No, this is not stolen.
We have talked on this show about yogurt before, and the situation with me getting.
I appreciate you crediting me, E, with that.
If
but-
we had talked about yogurt before, I guarantee you it was me bitching about it.
Well, nonetheless.
Maybe. I am with you on one thing, though, man. The ridges that are unnecessary. And yogurt's a great example. You don't find it as much with Chobani.
Right.
But those yo plays that he brings over.
That's ridiculous.
Forget it. Forget it. You could barely get a spoon in that tiny thing, and then you have to either do the finger.
I've paid for every ounce of this shit. Why am I like cutting my finger to go under that ridge to
Yeah.
get the rest of the yogurt out?
It's done on purpose just to piss you off. I'm inclined to say old man, but I do like the ridges, bitch.
For somebody who just bitched about the price of food, E, are you not going to give me a bona fide grievance here? I paid for that food. I want my food out of my container.
I do have to, because there's no. Even though I think we've mentioned it before, I do have to, because the reasons he mentions, the yo play, Peanut butter, same thing. Why aren't containers just? Why would they not just be?
It's
down
marketing
in
because
the-
they're trying to sell it to us, and they want our eye to catch on this.
You're right.
This beautiful little container with ridges on it and a little design. It's
You're totally
bullshit.
right.
So I'm paying more for that.
Yeah. Where exactly is the problem with peanut butter? I think of the jar
There's oftentimes a ridge, like I don't know, like 2 inches down that
where
you
it
have
gets
to,
a little wider.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Where you have to go under that,
Yeah.
and then the bottom
It's like, why is that there?
bevels up, or you've got like a crazy little design on the bottom where you gotta
Yeah.
like get the knife and kind
can't
of
get in there and get
no,
it all.
It's
Yeah.
bullshit. Bonafide grievance.
That
Thank
is
you.
a bona fide grievance. I'll give you that. I think a lot of people can relate to that and have been frustrated by it.
And I was kind enough to think of a solution. Every container should be a cylinder jar about 4 to 5 inches wide with no ridges in it. Glass jar. Glass or plastic.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about maybe
What's
what is
the
that?
downside
What's that
to
about?
this? Yeah.
6 inches high,
Add 4 inches to what we're looking
Yeah.
at now.
4 inches across, and then you can just get a knife in there and take every little bit out.
Yeah.
How about this
What-
too?
what is the
a
potential
square bottom
downside to
knife?
this?
A square bottom knife. So you can get the bottom.
I like that idea a lot.
Why
Dude,
does a
why
knife
hasn't
have
that
to
been
have right?
invented?
Why does a knife have to have a bevel on it, like a butter knife? Why can't we have a square bottom butter knife?
Let's think about this, gentlemen.
It
You
is
could
a
even
funny
you
thing
could
that-
even have the ridges on it and have a flat top.
Yes.
You know, so you could still cut your steak with it. Dude, we fucked up the invention of knives. We did knives wrong.
Damn it.
I mean, yeah, if you're looking to stab someone, it's easier with the point, but we don't. It's really
We
kind of
rarely
unnecessary.
stab people.
Is there anything you use
A
that
flat
pointed tip
top
for
knife.
other than stabbing people?
You know what you use it for is getting shit out of all those ridges they put in
Yeah.
fucking product or packaging.
What about when you got to scrape dog shit out of the treads on a shoe? Do you need the pointed knife then, or can you,
could
just
use
use
the
a
flat
stick?
top because the flat top would still have the angles,
Yeah.
but the flat top would allow you to just gloss that bottom of the jar that I'm describing.
Dude, I like this. So you're
I'm picturing.
Gonna draw the flat knife.
Yeah, you know, like got the little cut things, and it's just flat here.
I wonder if anyone's made that.
I don't know.
Makes
Hold it
perfect
up-
sense.
Hold it up for the class.
It's not the greatest drawing, I'll admit.
It's not
sense of it.
It's not that bad. It's good enough.
So picture just a glass cylinder.
Yeah.
All right. All your peanut butter comes in a 6 inch high, 3 to 4 inch wide, glass cylinder, and then you've got your flat top knife.
But you know what, dude?
Then you get
Something
every
everyone's
ounce
gonna
of
do
peanut
that.
butter out of there.
Everyone's gonna do that, and then one company again will be like, "We need to separate ourselves from
It's
the
that
others."
son of a bitch Steve who stopped hibernating.
Yeah.
There
yeah,
you go.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
The
there's
same
something.
mentality.
I feel like there's something obvious we're missing because that seems like an easy one. That solution I like, and there must be people that are laughing, going, "Oh, gentlemen, we've tried this before, to disastrous results."
No,
I don't
it's
know
not
what that would
disastrous
be.
results. It's just simply marketing. They want theirs to look a little bit differently. They want to put some ridges on there that catch the eye.
No, I
that
get
are
that.
pleasing to the hand.
I'm talking about the knife. I'm back on the knife, dude. I think you've got a genius invention here,
Yeah,
and
the
I'm
flat
trying to
top butter
think.
knife.
I'm trying to think what the downside.
There's no downside.
I just like how he's just
Dude, you-
declaring
There's no
that.
downside, but here's what people will argue. Well, when you spread, you spread all the way to the tip, which I think can be done with the flat top knife.
Overrated, dude. You don't
I would agree
have
with you.
to spread all the way to
Completely
the
agree.
tip.
I'm just telling you what the other side will say.
That's more of a byproduct of the spread than it is you like needing to get that. You can do the same process with a flat.
I'm glad you agree with me.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Plus, all right. I just keep coming back to there's got to be a reason because why wouldn't someone do this? There's an argument to be
Or
made
Jay
for
just
the.
gave it away, by the way, to people, and now you
It's
didn't.
my idea, everybody.
You got
Yeah.
patent pending, I guess.
Don't
Is
you
that-
dare patent this.
Trademark that. What are you going to call it?
Oh, man. I don't know.
Flat bottom knife?
Yeah, flat top knife.
Could you go knife, N-I-F-E? Drop the silent K?
For what reason?
Just to stand out, like you're talking about.
My flat top on the knife already stands out. I don't need to take the K off it.
Well, we should look into that, dude, because I think that's seriously a good fix to a lot of that. Won't help with your yogurt situation, but
Right.
it's a good start for peanut butter.
Well, it's a great start for peanut butter, but if we work in tandem, if we have the packaging
Yeah,
do
that'll
what I
work.
said, and then we have the knives, then problem solved.
Yeah.
That grievance doesn't exist.
You expect the standard silverware company to side with
Can we not
Jif
have-
or Skippy on this one and work as a tandem?
Jif and Skippy can't even agree on on crunchiness factor.
Yeah,
You
it's
think
true.
they're going to agree on a fucking jar? No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. What were you gonna say? E?
You know what? I realized I like crunchy peanut butter better. I was gonna say, can we not just get to the squeezable peanut butter? But I guess that's not gonna work.
No, squeezable shit. You lose a lot in there too. Think
No,
about the
you do.
mustard container.
Oh, you lose
Yeah.
so much in a mustard container and a ketchup.
Toothpaste
container.
is the worst.
Yeah.
It's a
We've all done
racket.
that. We don't have another tube, so we're trying like hell to get that last
Roll it
squeeze out so you can just brush your teeth tonight.
Toothpaste is
I'll
a
get more
racket.
tomorrow.
I bet if you open that up, like imagine how much is probably really stuck to that
that base.
that container. Just the whole, well, even just on the inside, stuff would just be all in there.
Are you guys suggesting you could get another week of brushing out of
I'm
what's
suggesting
left
a couple
in there?
times. Maybe take some scissors to it next time. Just open that son of a bitch up.
Maybe.
Yeah, I usually do the knife and start at the bottom and just scrape up,
Yeah.
up, and then I can usually get a good couple days out of that.
But still, you've got this area, okay? You got this area right in here. This is what I'm concerned with.
Yeah, that's the biggest concern.
Right
There's
below
nothing,
the bevel,
there's nothing you can do about that aside from scissors.
because you squeeze. I agree. You get every bit of it here, but then you're losing it on the bevel.
And you know how many people are out there that are like, "Fuck it," and just chuck that
Yeah.
shit too. They don't give it even like one squeeze. There's probably countless.
And why is the
people out
bevel there? Because it's pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Because some marketer decided that. God damn
I would
them.
agree.
God damn them to hell. Insurance, we all need it, and most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 29 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900. Get a free no obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900. Ask for Brent Wasik at Wasik Insurance.
Hey, did you see Ford got a new CEO today?
Saw that.
Yeah, they've ousted Mark Fields.
Yeah, and his mullet.
Yeah, gone.
He had a killer mullet.
Did he? What did he still?
Yeah,
Or is it-
when he came in, dude, I have family who's worked for Ford for years, and that was the big take on that dude. Check out his mullet. As he
Yeah.
was rising through the ranks, like, check him out.
Yeah,
That guy's hilarious. Look at his mullet. And then he became CEO, and I think he, started to get it trimmed down.
yeah. It's a good move. You
Still
can't-
odd hair though. He had odd hair till the end.
Oh yeah. Yep, I see you there. I see what he's doing.
He's a
Yeah.
wee little man too. I think we walked
Is he?
by him at the auto show last year, maybe, and just a wisp of a man.
Yeah, just go by and you won't even notice it. Well, Jim Hackett is now taking over. He's the former CEO from Steelcase.
Yeah.
Do you know Steelcase?
Yep. I think they do office furniture.
Off like IKEA.
You're right. No,
Sort of.
I think they do like desks and stuff. But cubicles.
I guess they're blaming the lagging stock prices and some sales being down.
Some small things like that.
Yeah, that's the real issue here. They said stock price is down 37% from when Fields took over in July of 2014. Bill Jr. said, "Look, we're as frustrated as you are by the stock price. We're moving from a position of strength to
Can we
transform
agree
food."
that he loved his hair? He was all about his
He was a
hair.
hockey fan. He looks like he would have been a hockey fan,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Had it just poking down below his helmet.
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet look back in the 80s, So, yeah, we're looking to transform Ford in the future. This is the cut and paste stamp of a new CEO hire.
Yeah, the Jack Barker.
Yeah.
So we're bringing in an old white guy to do this.
Perfect, yeah. No chicks maybe applied, no black guys applied. I don't know. So, yeah, they praised Hackett. He's the right CEO to lead Ford forward during this transformative period.
Well, most recently he was at U of M, right, as the interim athletic director.
Yeah, brought in Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Good move. So, yeah, the move puts an abrupt end to the nearly 3-year tenure of Fields, who got the job when Alan Mulally left. And that was going to be tough shoes to fill. I mean, Mulally did a lot to keep this company afloat during some really difficult times and through the city bankruptcy and, the big move
Yeah.
they made in Congress to
Well, they were the
bail
one of
them
the big
out.
three that did not take government funds.
Oh, that's right.
They
That's
did
right.
not.
Yeah. So yeah, but a lot of people say Mulally goes down as like one of the key figures in Ford history, and so replacing this guy is going to be tough. The guy, the guy that came in to replace him. So he's going to be in charge of overhauling the company's culture. He was credited with doing the same thing at Steelcase, where he reduced the company's emphasis on cubicle furniture and cutting costs.
Well, I wonder what Fields' golden parachute will be. I think he made like $20 million last year or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's good work if you can get it.
Yeah. CEO at Ford? Sure. Do you remember the Long Island Lolita, Amy Fisher?
Absolutely, yeah. That was a huge story.
Dude, it was. She is the one, if you're younger, that started banging Joey Buttafuoco. You can't even make this stuff up. She was 16. He was like 35 or 39 at the time.
Yeah.
And the Long Island Lolita wanted his wife, Mary Jo Buttafuoco?
Yeah, I think so.
Wanted her out of the way and this and that. I don't remember if Amy went to her house.
Yeah, showed up at her doorstep. She opened the door and boom, opened fire right in her face, man.
Right in the face. And
But she totally survived it.
she did and was able to finger Amy after that. But she's got that whole
Sure.
taking-
Took a bullet to the face, kind of messed up some muscles.
When you take a bullet to the face, it's just one of those things you don't really recover all that well from. Some people have done it.
Mary Jo is one of them that did it. Anyway, she went to jail for like 6 years for that. She was only 16 at the time. And what do you think she's doing now?
I know what she's doing now. What do you think she's doing now?
Amy Fisher.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I can't believe. I would have thought CEO of Ford maybe would have been, but I guess that job's taken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something really high up, partner at a law firm or something.
How about porn,
Damn, I would never.
How about porn out of her bedroom?
I got to be honest with you. That picture does not look half bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How old is she?
Is it?
I don't know. She's got to be like 30, late 30s, early 40s maybe.
Okay.
And I like the titty. She's got a bra and panties on here. I like the titty that
Can't make a call off one picture like that, Mike.
I think you can though. There's a lot of questions being answered in this photo.
You think so?
Yeah. I like that titty hanging down there, and her can looks good. No, you don't see it?
She looks fine in that, but I have a feeling if you pulled up more, you wouldn't be as impressed.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling.
Well, she's been found to be making porn now, as you mentioned, out of the bedroom of her Long Island home where she lives with her 2 children, which is always good. She is charging $10 a minute for video chats, where she records herself in the nude.
She's old, dude.
Is she? What year was that? Like 95? 96? And she was 16 at the time.
Yeah, so she's like 40, early 40s.
She became, let's see, the New York Post found Fisher pleasuring herself with sex toys in front of a webcam in her family's Long Island home. Come on, guys, talk dirty to me. Tell me what you want to do to me. As she's soloing her bean and stuff. I'm all alone here. You guys need to tell me what to do. So you just got these douchebags at $10 a minute sitting on there going, stick it in your butt. All right. Now put it in your mouth. It's just so absurd. In her online profile, she describes herself as a horny housewife, alone during the day. She falsely claims to be 33. Not 33, sorry.
How can someone who with a name that people would know just say an age like that?
Is she going by a different name, or is she?
Well,
fully-
she tried like a week ago to say like, "Oh, that's not me. That's stolen identity or something." But now they've put it together and they're absolutely certain it's her. In fact, her ex-husband kind of confirmed it. She also says she likes sweet, sexy men. I will chat with you all day. Love getting to know you. As long as you're paying $10 a minute, keep that in mind. Then she's all about getting to know you a little bit.
Of course.
Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon. It's not a bad gig, right? 9 to noon if you can support.
Yeah, that's seem like good hours.
Yeah, not bad. So the guy she was married to is a cop in New York. I certainly don't approve of what she's doing, but we're divorced 2 years now. I can't force her not to do it. He suggested to his ex-wife that she get a smaller home, get a normal job, and she's like, "No, I'm spoiled. I need more money, and there's plenty to be made out there." It's just so sad.
That is sad.
It's a horrible story originally, and Buttafuoco was such a unlikable dude.
Who really blew that up? Was that like an early Howard Stern story that really went crazy, or was that? that guy, oh, damn it, dude. The guy who chain smoked, had all the fights on his show.
You're talking about Richard. The mouth. He had the
Yes.
mouth logo.
Was that one of those stories on that?
I want to
show?
say it was more National Enquirer,
Okay.
but probably all of those
The
played
New
a
York
huge role.
media.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And
Who was Butterfield? Like who was? What
He was just some guy. He owned like an auto shop.
yeah,
Okay, so
he
it
worked at an
wasn't-
auto shop.
It wasn't a celebrity situation.
No, but they became celebrities.
because of how it went. Okay.
Yeah, because
Like,
you had
big
this
time.
meathead fucking Joey Buttafuoco. He looks like
they were
exa-
all over the place. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I
all,
remember-
all
I
the
know-
inside editions.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That shit were eating it up.
Yeah,
I mean, it's enough that I
it
even
was a
know about it.
huge
but-
story.
Yeah.
That was on par with Bobbitt, with Lorena chucking
Yeah.
the dick out the car window, and probably one of the bigger stories in the country until like OJ hit.
It might have been like it was right on that first wave of tabloid journalism on TV. You know, kind of like I just mentioned, Inside Edition.
Yeah.
where it was one of those stories that just kept digging, they kept getting cameras, microphones in front of their faces, and
Yeah.
everybody had an exclusive on Joey Buttafuoco.
Yes, and they'd catch him all the time, like leaving his shop, and he'd yell something to the camera people.
Yeah.
It was one of those that mixed a lot of things. You had this kind of, you had this love triangle thing. You had a child at 16, and the wife being shot in the face. Like, you had all these aspects to that case that made it really appealing to the mass media. I don't know that was, like, wasn't OJ the first, like, big-time celebrity covered round-the-clock trial? Like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember that
Buttafuoco-
trial being covered. I don't remember that being the issue. I remember
Yeah.
a lot of microphones in their faces as they were leaving their
Yeah.
jobs or their homes, and
Mm-hmm.
It's an auto body. You're right. Just an auto body
Yeah.
shop owner who had an
Some
affair with
dude.
some young chick, essentially,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you even remember that story, E?
No, not really.
Yeah. It was.
I know
it
the
was-
names. Like I do know the name Buttafuoco, and when you say Amy Fisher, like I know that name, but like I just told you, I obviously didn't even
Yeah.
remember that part.
There's been a lot of like made for TV
Yeah.
movies about that story.
it was Morton Downey Jr. I was thinking of, by the way.
Yes. I was thinking he's got another celebrity's name. Robert Downey Jr. is who I was thinking, but it's Morton Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably was something that was featured on his thing. But yeah, that's one of those things when you get that kind of level of infamy, like you can't go back to a normal job. Like it is what it is. Joey Buttafuoco is forever Joey Buttafuoco from that story. Like he's not going to be able to go like, I suppose he could open his own shop, but he's going to be dealing with that for the rest of his life. You know?
Yeah,
Amy too.
It's a recognizable enough name too.
Yeah. Yep.
Joey Buttafuoco.
Toix, Jay.
Oh boy, got to run on these the last few weeks. It seems like
Yeah.
they kind of ebb and flow, don't they?
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about the Teacher of the Year candidate.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to say that about her. There's her picture.
Cherub-like,
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And
Cherubian.
Jacqueline McLaren is her name. Is a middle school teacher. Has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. So they're starting to bring the hammer a little bit on some of these people. She pled guilty to sending nude photos to and engaging in sexual acts with a gaggle of teens.
She only got 2 years. Didn't the Ronk here in Grosse Pointe or wherever that was just get hammered with like 5
Yeah.
years or something?
Yeah. There's been a couple of those recently where
Yeah.
chicks are being taken down. You expect it with the guys, but the chicks is a different one. Some of them have just been like, yeah, you're probation. Get out of here, you.
Yeah.
But some of them are, you're starting to see that buzz in the media. Like, this is bullshit. If
Well, judges don't want to be criticized publicly because these things are so prevalent now, and I think
Yeah.
it was picking up steam. Like, why aren't they being prosecuted like men are? And so judges
Yeah.
are like, oh, okay, I don't want to be part of the story, so you're getting 5 years.
Wow. She was arrested after 8 teenage boys, 6 of whom were her students, came forward to accuse her. So this is how this began, and this is why this sucks, because she's one of these that a male student found nude photos of her while using her phone in class and then started a blackmail scheme against her.
So she started out a total victim. That's bullshit. Somebody grabs your phone and
Yeah.
starts going through it.
Why are you able to use your teacher's cell phone during
Yeah.
class where has time to go into your photos and then send them to all his boys? And so these guys, the balls, man, the balls. I don't know where they get it. So he, of course, showed every one of these nude pictures to his friends during her French class. And then so after she asked him to give the phone back to her, one of the boys said, yeah, we're going to need more pictures in exchange for your silence.
The blackmail begins.
8th grade, dude. Think about that.
Diabolical.
It's incredible. I can't imagine the circumstance where I would have the balls to stand up to my teacher at any point in that age
Yeah,
range.
but if you have pictures like that,
I would be so worried for what I could get in trouble for. You know, it's just crazy to me. She admitted to sending photos of her titties in 2014 to one of the boys using Snapchat. Another boy also received pictures on Snapchat in the summer of 2014. She admitted she later met both boys at a local trail where, you know, we had some beers, and then took them back to her car where she fondled and kissed them, stroked their penises a little bit.
what an immature woman. Like, think about it. She's 36, 37 years old.
36.
And that's like a fun night for you. Go meet up with 16-year-olds and drink a couple beers. Like,
But if they're blackmailing her and like, get us some beer, get us some, and let us play with your titties,
yeah,
and we'll go
But-
away.
Yes, I'm
I-
just
I kinda
reacting to the
don't-
overall story. Like,
But
not this chick
right.
specifically, but these toys. How does this happen where you get interested in these dudes? I don't know. We've been over and over it. We're never going to find the answer.
And
I
it started
know.
off with them taking her phone and then just seeing that she had these pictures and saying they were going to tell, right? Why
Yeah.
didn't she just say, like, dude, you stole my phone? I can have pictures on my phone that aren't from you.
Yeah, that
Hindsight I bet she would agree with you.
a third student said McLaren started sending nude photos of herself to him when he was. Oh, by the way, the two guys that she jiggled their penises a little bit and kissed and stuff, she ended up blowing both of them that day too in the park. So, four students showed police screenshots of her titties with her face visible. The sixth boy was 15 when she sent him a video. She really likes fondling her own titties.
How do you get anything done in French class after that?
You don't.
Bonjour!
Yeah. Oh,
How
I've
does
seen.
that? Seriously.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there like,
I've seen Mrs. Titties.
the beeger from that chick teaching us right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. He and the boy that was 15, he was sent videos of her playing with her titties. He and the seventh complainant, who also received photos of her titties, were both her students at the time. The final complaint was from a 17-year-old.
How do you get up to 7 complainants and you're thinking like you're somehow going to get out of this? Like, you are
Yeah.
so doomed with
Yeah.
1, let alone 7.
Yeah, it's one of those where the car's brakes have been cut and it's cruising downhill and there's no stopping it now. Because once you make the decision to like pay up to them for the blackmail thing, like it's a whole different ballgame. So the 17-year-old said she sent him photos of her titties and a video of herself nude and performing a sex act on someone. She will have 2 years probation after her release. She's banned from using social media. She cannot be in contact with anyone under 18 online. She's banned from going near playgrounds or public places where children are likely to be for 10 years. She'll also be registered as a sex offender for sexual treatment.
What a mess.
What a situation.
Oh, isn't that awful? And these ones are the creepy ones to me. This other teacher,
Oh, this guy, yeah. Oh, lock him up.
look at that dude. 51-year-old teacher.
Middle-aged man.
Yeah, going through a bit of a crisis. Don't mind me over here. He's been arrested for allegedly touching one of his middle school students inappropriately. He was charged with assault and battery over the incident at Greer Middle School in South Carolina. He tried to give a young female student a hug while in class just prior to spring break last month.
What's wrong with that, Mike?
So far, nothing. What if she needs it? She could be crying. Who knows what's going on? You give her a nice little hug and pat on the can. Isn't that how you're supposed to handle that?
No.
Shit. She told her teacher no as he was trying to give her this hug and attempted to run away from him. However, he allegedly chased her down and hugged her from behind. That's a bit where you're going over the line, right? The young student told police that Thomas had made her feel uncomfortable on occasions before, including times when he would whisper in her ear, "You've got beautiful hair."
With his boner in her back.
What a move. What a pickup move.
You've got beautiful hair.
That's right up there with,
All the candy you need is right here.
Probably had like coffee breath. This poor little girl.
so he claims that he did at one other time tell her, like, "Oh man, this is crazy. You and your girlfriend should get together, you know, and I'll just film you guys goofing around."
What?
Yeah, sure.
That's the guy who's just putting his toe in the water, you know? He
Yeah.
just wants to
See if anyone will buy. I didn't say anything explicit. I just said goofing around.
Yeah,
What's the problem?
Goofing, you know.
Goofing around.
I just can't imagine having that relationship with a teacher at all. I just never got cool enough to have one of those, you know. But 2 years for her, that kind of sucks. Did you ever read there, Jay?
No, I have some posts to get to, though.
Oh, do you?
I'm looking forward to it.
You want to get to them?
No, not yet. Carry on.
Lastly, there was another story about a guy that got shit-faced and decided, you know, why not? Some people break into homes. Some people lay under a bench. Some people get a hotel room. This particular gentleman decided to take a nap on the trunk of a car. And
What kind of car, can you tell? Some sort of sedan.
it's a Ford.
Looks like a Taurus.
Yeah.
So you can picture that. Not a huge back trunk area.
Yeah. And we don't mean in the trunk either.
Yeah, just on
Just
top.
like on top of it. And so this couple, and I'll tell you their names, and maybe that will determine how old they are. So you've got Carl Webb and his wife Hazel, and they had spent Thursday night at a Memphis barbecue fest before they drove home on the freeway.
Well, I'm 86 years old. What do you want with me?
About, and yes, you are hearing this correctly, 14 miles into the journey, an officer pulls him over and said, because he sees some guy like crashed on the back of this car, sleeping. The officer comes up and is like, "Hey, mister, are you aware there's a body on your trunk?"
Oh, shit.
So I got out, we walked around, and sure enough, there he was, still hanging on, still unconscious, just laying there. It's unbelievable. Think about getting
unconscious. He wasn't. I was picturing this guy like his fingers, just the
He was
strongest
passed
fingers
out
in the world.
drunk.
So he never grasped it. He just gravity kept him on there somehow.
I guess.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Unless he's got like his other hand here is just like locked on the where the trunk goes
Yeah.
up, and he's using that to hang on. But they said cops went up to him and the other people, and he was still out cold. They're doing flashlights in his face. I think there are other pictures of you too.
14 miles, dude.
Think about that. Doing 65, cooking down
Wow.
the freeway.
There he is.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. How's that possible?
How weird would that be to see for a cop though? Just driving down the road and seeing this guy on the back of this car like that.
Was
It's
Carl
insane.
just fucked up or what? How do you not look in your rear view mirror, side view mirror, something?
Yeah.
As you're getting into the car, I don't know.
It sounds like he and his wife were parked somewhere where they've got like aisles, so either parking structure or something. And so when they came out to their car, they were walking on either side of their car, and they just opened the doors and got in. And
So
then
it's
he's
facing outward. The thing's like backed into a spot, maybe.
either that or the other way around, where it's pulled in and well, yeah, it's
Whatever.
probably
They
the way
didn't-
you say.
They didn't walk past the trunk.
They claim they didn't,
obviously.
but dude, there's no way you'd miss him in a rearview mirror. He claims he's got one of those shade things. You know those things that people put on their windshield?
When it's really hot.
Yeah. And they said there were one of those on there, and so he didn't see it over there. I'm like, dude, we've all been in cars with that stuff. You can see through that. How would you not notice a giant fucking body of a homeless guy? It's incredible. And then they said that they haven't identified this guy, but they're like, yeah, we have not announced any charges being brought yet for the sleeping guy. I'm like, what are you going to charge him with? I mean, I don't think you charge anybody, but what are you going to charge him with?
I know.
He just like crashed on the trunk of a car. Like he wasn't driving, and he's allowed to be drunk.
Public intoxication. That's it.
Really? You think so? Yeah,
Unless he damaged the car. I don't know.
maybe.
It's crazy.
Whiz on
man.
it. Hey, should we get to some email?
We should. Before we do that, though, Mike, the Amazon link. Everybody out there, please use it. It's on DetroitCast.com above the fold. You can't miss it. It's a great way to support the show. Just click on that. Shop as you normally do through Amazon. We get a bit of a kickback. So it's a great way to support us, as I said.
Yes.
Now, on to Post. The reading of Post. I received a postcard from the Four Seasons Hotel in St. Louis, Mike.
You and your postcards.
This is from Jeff.
All right.
Gentlemen and Big E. Another postcard for Jay's collection. Going on a real vacation soon, so maybe some more less lame ones to come. Goodbye, BUI. Huh? It's a nice hotel. Love the Four Seasons in Chicago. Never been to that one in St. Louis.
I haven't either. How nice are they? Are they awesome?
Yeah. Now, we're starting to get doubles, gentlemen.
Oh, no.
I know,
The
I
pasty
saw
pasty
that.
one.
Concerns me. We got the pasty one. You decide. It says it's got the chick. We already went over whether she's fat or not. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
But it says, yeah, from the UPA, from Puzz.
Sure.
Is it yeah from the UPA or is it Yay? Yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. From Ishpeming, Michigan.
Ishpeming?
Ishpeming. Yeah, the teacher from Ishpeming. Yeah, I think you guys declared her fat.
Yeah, not exactly like model-esque, but
No.
fine.
Boy, I would have thought we wouldn't have seen a duplicate of this one, of all the one. Like, I could see if people send you the hunk on the beach
Right.
at Florida or the random 4 girls in
No, you're right.
bikinis.
That is a bit random to receive the pasty-pasty
Yeah.
double up.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's just not that many up north, maybe.
maybe.
Well, we'll watch out for those. Ottawa Dave writes in, good morning, podcast heroes. Now, E, tell me if this has been read in the last week or so.
Okay.
I might have read this and put it back in the pile. Mike says I didn't.
Okay.
I don't remember it.
Long-time loyal listener here
Yep, red.
that had an epiphany
I don't think so.
while listening to the Mongo discuss his recent bumbling attempt at a heterosexual relationship.
No.
Okay. You don't remember being called a Mongo?
Just even the beginning. I would have that was that's pretty unique beginning.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I am personally still in shock that any vagined female would even consider spending any one-on-one time with a person that openly admitted that for a time, as an adult,
Oh, wait a minute. Dude,
it was
keep
too
reading.
much work to wipe his ass.
Keep reading. You might have read this.
I think
before,
I
dude.
did.
Now I'm thinking about
After
it.
making
What?
dung. I read this.
I don't think you did.
Okay, keep going.
I either read it
Someone
or
read someone had either read this exact one or someone had the very similar phrasing.
or that while in the shower, it's too much work to do anything other than stand there. Think for a minute about the process. Think about what would happen if after dropping a shit, you just stood up, pulled up your drawers, and proceeded about your day.
It's the remote.
I think we got hung up on this. I think I started to read it, and he started bitching.
Okay.
Fuck you, dude.
Dude, I don't remember the dung comment.
Yeah, I don't either.
My God,
would
the
dunk-
itching, the slippery
this
cheeks,
one-
the stained underwear, and the stench long before things could dry out enough to form poop flakes.
This has not been read.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this has not been read, and it's the most disturbing fact of anything he's told us. I'm not offended by the jacks. I don't care about the hookers getting. I think they're hilarious. The part where he went through years, where he would take a shit and just pull up his pants, is mind blowing to me.
That and the fact that he would rather be pissed on by a dude than a chick.
Both disturbing, but the shit one I think is worse.
Yeah, it's very fundamentally just so against nature.
Like what you're talking about, that whole itchy butthole thing is brutal.
Dude, I remember reading this because I remember thinking, man, I've changed some diapers and I have seen some fucking diaper
I don't know.
rash.
I swear to God, I can't tell, dude. I can't tell because I feel like you read one very similar to this last week, or you read this and like you said, maybe
You would know, dude.
I don't remember the dung comment like Mike said. I don't remember the shower comment unless like you said.
You
we
don't
just
remember it
didn't-
because you were going, fuck you, fuck
Maybe.
you.
Yeah, you could have been
Dude,
taking a
fuck
knee
you.
at that
But the
point.
dung, I definitely
You'd remember
don't.
the word dung?
No.
I think I would remember the word dung.
I feel like I would remember introducing him as a Mongo. That's
I
kind of
agree
unique.
with that. At the beginning, I didn't remember either. So
Anyway, that guy allegedly has a real living female interested in getting to know him, and he does every single stupid thing that you should never do when trying to impress the best image of yourself upon a potential mate. It's crystal clear that he is just not interested or capable in a relationship with a real woman.
Well, he is retarded. Can't hold that against him.
Got that right. Joe writes
I don't
in.
know what else to say. Yeah, I made some mistakes there for sure. It definitely wasn't from lack of interest. That's all I can say.
Joe writes in, E getting some. Hey guys, a listener wrote in telling E to settle for a BJ. There is no settling. BJ over biological sex any day. Biological sex.
Really?
Think about it. It really is the best. It is the best completion that occurs. It is, says Joe. Really is the best. Completion occurs. If completion occurs, it is. I mean, I just want my penis stroked to completion. I'm on record.
Mouth, hand.
I'm on
vagine,
record.
You don't care.
Well, I care. I mean,
Yeah.
I love doing it, just like the next guy. But I guess I've
Yeah.
never thought about ranking
Look,
the
there's
manner in which my penis is stroked to completion.
there's a clear pecking order on this.
Is there?
Yes, dude. It's not even close. Like hand is fine, great. We're sitting on the couch. You want to get the ball rolling with a little handy, fine. But that and you can technically take that to completion, but it doesn't make it like that great. It's better than your own hand. I'll give you that. I think the mouth comes in, and that's clear. The mouth is for most people, is a great starting point, and then if you can flip that into a closing with actual sex, I think that's your best case scenario.
E? Unsure. Well, I think actual sex where you're actually pleasing a woman is the ideal, right? Where you're both getting off.
Sure.
That's the key. But if you're just talking about some gross chick at a bar, then maybe Joe has a point, you know? But if you're talking about real intimacy, Mike.
Yeah. I just think there's such a gap between BJ, HJ, all that, and intercourse.
Yeah.
Big gap. I say that, you know,
I guess it
outwardly
depends.
admitting I love a good BJ.
It depends on what you're after, I suppose. I can see Joe going, dude, if you're at a bar, you just want to go out to the car and get a quick BJ. You don't want to bang this chick.
Yeah. But he's
He's
talking about E, though,
The
and
overall
on dates.
point. The overall point is really putting in E's head. Like, dude, maybe maybe biological sex, as Joe said, isn't the end all be all for what you're after. It ought to be a BJ. Switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not a bad point.
That email was not read.
Anna writes in, long-term casting bag partner. Listen up, gentlemen. This is an offer we can't refuse.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, I'm Anna. We are specializing in casting water pumps, motors, and alternators. Sounds promising. As we know, excessive price competition has troubled us in the past 2 years, and even still now. Everyone are looking for a factory. Everyone are.
Everyone are, absolutely. Who's not?
Who charge competitive price, but with high quality. The same we have tried and did to save the cost and keep the good quality for our partners. If you're interested, let's talk more. E, follow up, please.
Get on top of that.
Who the fuck is sending spam like that out? What?
It's like you're not even trying now. That is no effort.
No one is going to respond to this.
Maybe Nana. Could you see Nana responding to something like that? If you put her in charge
I
of
don't
the
even
email
think,
for a
well,
week.
the problem is she didn't have any idea.
You
what
are
was going on
so
with the
far
computer.
away from a successful fish.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have someone that has a computer. Because I feel like even
Is
once
in
you
the
get to
market for a water pump.
Well, once you get to the point where you
Yeah.
actually, if you know how to answer email, then I feel like you must have a mild amount of intelligence, like, to read that and be like, oh, I'm in.
No, I'm totally with you. I don't know who is this targeting.
I know.
Is anyone else going, oh wow, that's amazing? Like some prince in wherever wants to give me half of his multi-million-dollar load?
Yeah.
Well, this is great. This is great news. But people must be.
Is
They
it
must
possible
be.
that something like that, though, there's some Chinese con man who doesn't speak English, and he's like, you write spam email for me.
Yeah.
And there's some American or some English speaking guy like, okay, I'll rattle off like 10 different ones.
Yeah.
And here's one that he turned in.
Yeah.
And the Chinese guy, good, very good.
Very good. Get it sent out. I think it's just a numbers thing. Hit as many of those boxes as you can, and there's going to be some fucking asshole out there that's sending Joel Olstein money every month. What are you laughing at, E?
Just the numbers game and this idea of, like, sending out 1 billion of these emails.
Yeah. It's the value pack of advertising.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just send it out there and...
Not a real leaned-in audience.
No, it's not.
Randy writes in.
Randy!
Go through hell before you get to heaven. Now, this relates to something we talked about a couple months ago. I have to admit, this was deep within a pile of email.
Yeah.
But it's relevant, gentlemen. Good day, sirs. I wanted to back up E's statement a couple months ago about when you said you had to go through hell to get to heaven. Remember saying that, E?
Yeah, I do.
And Mike said he's never heard that phrase before. It turns out that is a line in the song Big Old Jet Airliner by Steve Miller.
Really?
You know you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. Big old jet airliner.
Big old jet had a light on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
P.S. as a follow-up
Interesting.
to my...
I recognize that. Get to heaven. I didn't realize the first half of that was what he said.
Yeah. No, you got to go through hell before you
Get to heaven.
P.S. as a follow-up to my letter about my multiple road trips out west, this was a dude who took the microbus Volkswagen out west.
Excellent. Love it.
When I lost my axle, the tire did indeed go flying and would have killed someone if it hit them. So this was back when we were talking about tires flying off cars.
Yeah.
And of course, brought up the greatest video ever. What was that, Brazil, where that happened? The gentleman walking down the street hitting the head.
Yeah. With his daughter, I believe.
We were driving along, says Randy, and the back tire just dropped off and went flying into a nearby horse field. It was dark, so we couldn't find it, but ended up renting a car the next day to go find it, since it would have cost us $350 more and taken 3 additional days to order new parts, since we were in the middle of nowhere in Montana.
Wow.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Mike,
Sucks.
we will save the rest for tomorrow.
All right.
Before we go, we'll watch the greatest internet video of all time.
Yeah, one last time. All right.
Man gets hit in the head.
Yeah, heads up, sir.
Here it comes. Oh, God, watch out!
It
flat. Just flat.
He's not. Don't even bother, man. He's not getting up.
Oh, the
shouldn't be
universe.
laughing at that. It's just not.
The universe is amazing.
This guy back here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. I saw that time to get out of here. No, I better do something. Probably should help that guy. Oh, I got the tire.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's just the greatest video ever. Greatest video ever. All right, let's call it a day there. Edie, do you have anything you needed to plug? Do you have a show coming up or anything?
Oh, actually, I am going to be in Saginaw on Wednesday. But I forget what the freaking place is called because I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
But I will.
It's only 2
but
days
it's on the
from now,
website. It's on the website under the events page, which is updated. So
You
can
know,
go to
people
there.
there are more people that are going to hear this on the show than on the website.
I know, but I'm telling them. I know, but I don't.
Maybe
remember.
you could go to the events page really quick and find
Maybe
it.
I could. Here.
Well, it's too late. We're
running out of you.
The
Time's-
clock is ticking down. Well, thanks everybody for hanging with us today. Guess we'll do it again tomorrow.
Anything?
It's at Hills Bar, Saginaw, 9 p.m.
All right,
Wednesday.
Go see E. Support E. And with that, we'll call it a day, gentlemen. Thanks everybody for hanging with us. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll see you then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.